Cassandra again. If you don't know me, I'm Cassandra, and if you do know me, welcome back and thanks for watching in advance. And be sure to check out the ULA channel so you get more with our apps and everything. And again, we ask that you subscribe and share. It's the only way to pass the message. And today's video is gonna be in my kitchen. Of course, you could notice that. Reason of making a video in my kitchen is because I'm cooking today. Not, it's more like I'm making a healthy baby food. Now, reason I'm not saying it's an organic, it's a much of an organic type. I can't really be certain of how healthy it is because I did not really grow it myself. Now, let me just walk a little bit backward. I know a lot of you would prefer to have healthy food and give your baby the best. We all want the best for our babies. And some of us are not in a position to do that. And again, I don't know your family dynamic, but I do know some of you may be working a lot and have to rely on the canned food or the jar, which is fine if you're okay with it. But me, myself, I don't. I have a degree in biochemistry, so that's something different. Anything that's in a jar, it's not healthy. I don't care what they say on the bottle or what they tell you how it's all natural ingredient. It could be natural ingredient. However, to put it in that jar, it has to have some kind of preservative to keep it on a shelf for however long before that expiration date. So these are all chemical products that we inject in ourselves. And I feel like as a baby, I'm sure they're gonna be introduced to it because we are living in a plastic world, but I'm trying to minimize as much as we put in them. And by that is, if you are lucky, you will be able to make baby milk, breast milk. But many women are not lucky enough. I know my mom said she was never able to produce milk. But there are certain things you take to increase your milk production. That should be a different video. So what I'm doing today is my boy is about to be 10 months. And what I do is I'm trying to find a way to take him away from breastfeeding. First off, he's getting older and my milk production is very, very little, and the boy is eating. When I tell you the boy's eating, he's eating. So what I do is to substitute the milk, I make him a little food that's homemade. Let's go. I'm gonna start the whole process from start to end, so you know exactly what I do. This is let me turn the camera a little bit. So this is his drawer. That's a drawer in the kitchen, and this drawer is just potatoes I buy from the supermarket. So these are the potatoes. Now again, I would prefer to grow it myself. Potato, the much healthier option is plantain. There's like this little kind of plantain, I don't know the name of it, but when it comes to babies, you have to try different things and find what your baby likes. And I have tried, he likes that, and he also likes broccoli. So let me see if I can find a plantain in the fridge so you know what kind of, I think I bought some. So we'll see if, so this is the kind. It's very healthy. I don't know what it's called. And you don't really find them in a supermarket. It's usually if there is a Caribbean market nearby or Asian market. These are the best place you would find healthy food. So this is potatoes. I will turn the camera to the sink. So what I do is I wash the potatoes. I'm not gonna dry my hands because again I'm going in potatoes, so it's gonna get wet. There's no need to wash my hand, dry my hand, and put it back in the water. But I just wash it, even though it was already washed before. So I wash them, wash the potatoes. And I'm gonna try to cut the video so it doesn't take you too long. It doesn't make you have to watch for an eternity. And I have a potato peeler. I don't know what my husband do with it. He's always peeling cucumbers. There we go. So, peel the potato, plain and simple. So we all know that. And blah, blah, blah. So we're almost done with the potatoes. And you might hear a little piano music in the background. It's because that's another video I can explain what I do. It's my son taking a nap. So I kind of train him to know that once that music is on, it's nap time. And if you are a new mom or a mom out of whatever kind of mom you are, you know nap time is just the most needed time, and it's very important not only for the baby but for you as well. So I washed them again once I finish, and what I do now is I use again, it's up to you. I use let me get it, a pressure cooker. Pressure cooker is pretty handy. It kind of is involved in everything I do. Let me move the camera a little bit up so you see what I'm doing. All right. So you might notice I don't fully take all the skins up because the skin somehow has some kind of ingredient in it. I don't want too much skin, but I also don't want it to be completely skinless. So what I do is I cut them in small pieces just so that it takes less time to cook. I can put the whole potato, but it would take me longer, and I don't. I try to preserve time, and that's one thing. It's best. Whatever you do, if you could cut your time in half, then you are a genius. And this is the last one, so I chop it up, and I put a little bit of water. I kind of rinse it again just in case, but I don't think it needs all this rinsing, but I just do it because I just feel safer when it's clean. Put a little bit of water. Doesn't need to be a lot. I know if you cook from a pressure cooker, it's not the water that cooks the food, it's mostly the pressure. So once the pressure's in, food cooks. You could just put meat in it without no water and it'll cook. So I put the pan in the pot as it comes with the instruction, and I usually move it up here. Plug it. I remove the camera so you see exactly what I'm doing. Cover time frame, it's usually 10 to 15 minutes, so I'm going with 15 here. 15 minutes in a pot, and after 15 minutes, we'll be back and I'll show you the next steps. So now that I have the potato in a pot cooking, and the next step is, let me direct you, is that I take a milk. Now this milk was pumped since last April. So that's a milk you already know what to do. You pump, you put it in a breast milk bag, freeze it. It can last up to a year. So I get a milk, and while the potato's cooking, I have it melt. I put it in some water, and just regular temperature water, not hot, not cold. They're very easy to melt. Before you turn it around, it's already melted. So I put it here and have it melt, and once the potato is ready, within the next, I guess, 11 minutes, we'll continue. Okay, so we are back, and the sound you hear is my potatoes are ready. So once the pressure cooker is ready, it beeps. As you know, everything in this world beeps. So we remove the pressure, and as I mentioned, very quick to melt. So milk is super melty. Let me put it a little up so you can also see my face. This is what I will use. It's just plain. I just put the milk to melt in it. So I use this, and this is more like, I got it from the dollar store for $1, or you could use any kind of container you want. I mean, I know when people just first have babies, we all want to go out and purchase unnecessary stuff. So I try to minimize my purchase because not only I don't want all extra things that I don't need, and I feel like the baby don't really need all the stuff that they claim a baby might need. They have Ninja bullets for baby and all these little baby cups. It doesn't make sense for me to have all these cups because at the end of the day, I'm gonna pour it in a bottle. And if you have a husband, boyfriend, or baby daddy, whatever your situation may be, we all know guys don't like to do too much work. So you kind of like make sure it's easy for them. What I do is I make a big jar and I get his bottles ready. Just in case I'm not around, my husband could just either grab a bottle or pour this in a bottle, which is super easy. That's for the baby wipe. And as I just mentioned, give me 1 second, let me grab we have, instead of buying, I know they make baby Ninja bullets, which is also another waste of money. Instead of buying baby Ninja bullets, so I'm just gonna turn the camera and show you, this is my, we have a regular Ninja bullet. So this is what we use. And those are pretty cool because they come with several cups. So we have 4 cups, I think. And then if you want extra, you could also purchase additional one on Amazon. So there's a cup for my husband, got his green juice, my daughter's juice, and this is of course for the baby. So we all have our own cups. I label them at the bottom so we know which one is whose. I also saw a lot of reviews for the baby Ninja, so I figured why buy an adult Ninja and a baby Ninja? It's not like the baby gonna blend his own food, so I might as well use my Ninja, which has been doing pretty well, and use that same thing for the baby. So now, pressure's out, 15 minutes, super soggy, exactly as I want it. Remove this out of the cook. Usually put it in the sink because it's hot. The countertop can handle heat, but why push it and then come with extra stuff to do in the house because you aren't careful enough and you melt your own counter. So this is, I don't know if you can see it, there it is. This is the pot in a thing. What I do is I pour, fill it up with the potato. Be sure not to get sweet potato. And one thing I notice is boys, I don't know, every babies are different. And again, they don't come with a manual. As much as you're trying to prepare, the most important thing is to listen to your baby. Watch your baby, learn your baby, and understand what your baby wants. So I can make all the videos I want, and at the end of the day, your baby will tell you what your baby wants. But I can guide you as a healthy route. Now, my baby likes potato. Your baby might like plantain. This is another root. I prefer roots because these are like from the ground. It's not processed. There's no GMO added to it, even though I know maybe the farms, they spray it, but everything has some kind of chemical, but this is less. So this is a healthier option. My baby likes potato. My daughter, when she was first born, she loves bananas. So that's what she ate, banana. And I try to have them eat as much green as possible. So what she used is either kale, collard green, blended with banana. And I used to also add milk in it. But now she's going to be 3, so I take her out of milk and just blend her banana and kale and put it in a bottle for her. She thinks she's having milk. She never really drank milk and no dairy, so we never gave them any kind of other milk than my milk. So I get a water bottle. Yes, boo boo. Can you go scribble for mama? Go ahead. Scribble and mama will be back, okay? I know. You go squirrel and then Mama will come play with you in a minute, okay? So what I do is I blend this. Let's move the camera back so you see it's a little dark because there's no light under the counter. And I apologize. Blend. Super melty. All right, so this is this. Let's move it here so it can be clearer. How about I do this? This makes it better. Okay. Pressure release. So this is what I give my baby. And I'm not gonna continue keep making it. I make several cups. Then you can see the remaining of the potato. There's quite a lot left. So what I do is I blend it all. And once I blend it and put it in the drawer, I'm not gonna put the milk yet because it's very hot. I don't like to fasten the process. Once it's cool, I pour the milk and blend and mix it. Now, some baby, as you introduce it to your baby, you start with a very light texture, and as the baby gets older, you get it thicker and thicker, and it keeps your baby full. What I also do is I take a little bit out. So this gonna be for him to eat as solid. So this is his solid food. And I see a lot of mom having issues and coming up with new meals for their baby daily. Baby don't need all this extra work. So what you do is feed your baby what your baby like for as long as the baby eats it and then you could switch to a different menu. It makes life easier on you, it makes shopping easier, and then you save a lot of money. If your baby likes this, give your baby this every day and it's fine. So what I do is I feed, as for solid, I give him this, and as I mentioned, I give him a lot of green. So his green is avocado. I buy a lot of avocado, so I smash this with the avocado, put a little salt, nothing fancy, and baby loves it. He also loves broccoli, so I usually boil broccoli, super melty, just add a little salt. Sometimes I mix it with potatoes, sometimes I give him plain broccoli, or sometimes I give him plain avocado, and he likes it. And as far as introducing adult food, when we're eating, I have him taste our food, which is giving him a little introduction. This is the food. As you could tell, the baby's gonna show you interest in the food you're eating, and that's when you know you should give him more of that and take him away from the milk. But this is a good option when your milk, I don't know if you preserved milk. I have a lot of milk in the freezer. I also have a freezer downstairs filled with milk. As your milk is going down and your body's not producing no more, so you start putting less in this and less to a point where you feed him or her, feed your baby just a potato with water, and that takes them away from the milk. They know they get their bottle. You can give them the bottle when they first wake up and at night before they go to sleep. And at night, I make it much thicker, because when you make it thick, because he is being sleep trained right now, he's fully trained, which is super awesome. So when you give him a thick bottle like this, baby sleeps all night long. So what I do is I wake him up at 11. Technically, he goes to bed at 8. And then I wake him up at 11. I change him and give him a very thick bottle. He's out till tomorrow. And if you have any question, if you have any comments, feel free to let me know. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to share, like, and of course, check out Oola.com so you know you can have a better understanding of what I do and why I do this. I want to make sure not only I pass the knowledge and share some tips with other parents like me, and also able to not only let our child, the new generation, able to learn and be in a technological world that we are. So we are pushing the STEM program for kids. My daughter just built a Windmill, which is super cool. She's into physics, and I'm trying to push science as much as I can on her, just because if you want to prepare your kids for tomorrow. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and check out Ula.com. See you next time. Bye bye.